you look on my wall in my bedroom, there's a lot of cool drawings that I drew, or I didn't actually draw them, but that Tommy drew, and a bunch of cool stuff on his wall. If you want to go back and rewatch that, there's like Godzilla type things and King Kongs and mecha stuff.
Hi, Jett. I'm so excited to chat to you today. K-Zoners will know you as Tommy in WandaVision and the MCU. Something that K-Zoners tell us they love is that they like to collect things. Do you happen to collect anything? And if not, maybe have you been able to keep anything from WandaVision?
Yes, I have a big collection of shoes. I have so many different types of Nikes, Jordans, Vans, Converse. I love shoes. That's what I collect. And no, I didn't get to keep anything, not like Tom Holland and taking his suit. In WandaVision, I only ran in white Converse. In the second half of the shooting, if you look closely, you'll realize that those shoes are actually slightly different. And that was because they were a newer model of Chuck Taylors that we got. They're currently like my favorite Chucks. I don't have them, but they're like a mid-top and really thick around the top. And I think those were really cool. Did I keep those? No, I wanted to though.
Well, that's a cool detail to keep an eye out for. Do you know of any other little details that maybe our readers should keep an eye out for if they rewatch WandaVision, which I'm sure they are?
You know what? If you look on my wall, in my bedroom, there's a lot of cool drawings that I drew, or I didn't actually draw them, but that Tommy drew, and a bunch of cool stuff on his wall. If you want to go back and rewatch that, there's like Godzilla type things and King Kongs and mecha stuff. It's really cool if you want to go back and look at that.
What's a good tip for K-Zoners who do want to get into acting?
Do everything you can, and eventually you will get something. If it's a commercial, any sort of like small voice acting. I've just recently started voice acting. I haven't got anything yet, but we're doing as much as we can. There's casting apps out there if you want to get those. I've heard that those work good. One of my friends wants to be an actor and he has one of those apps. He says they're really great.
Is there anything you think you've learned the hard way, like something that you wish you knew earlier that you'd also want to share with K-Zoners?
It's not about the line or what you're saying. It's about the story. It's about what's going on. So it doesn't matter sometimes if your line isn't perfect, if the emotions and everything else is there and you can still get that line across or something similar. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. If you're emotionally there, then it works.
I was so excited when we got to see Tommy's super speed powers. Anyone who knows me knows I love characters that have super speed. I personally think it's the coolest power that anyone can have. When you were shooting scenes like that, what happens? Like, how does that work to do something with super speed?
You could even technically walk, but I ran for the fun of it. What they do is they shoot it multiple times. You try to do the exact same thing, but in different frame rates. So you do one in maybe 260 and then one in 74 and one in 60, one in 24. Then they put them all together and then you blur everyone in super speed. That's how you get the effect.
I was wondering if you learned anything new or surprising while filming with Marvel compared to other projects.
Yes, because I'd shot other high budget movies before, but they'd normally take a lot of time. When we'd shot in LA, after we'd left Atlanta in 2019, when we were in the COVID times, it was shot a lot more fast than it was when it was in Atlanta, which normally you don't see as much in big budget blockbuster movies because they have the time and money. But with COVID, I guess it was different because they had to get everything done because we were the only show that didn't get shut down during that COVID era.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to check out more cool videos, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. K-Zone you later.